Hello everyone, welcome to our channel. So this lecture series is on HTML lists. Lists allow web developers to group a set of related items in the list. Certainly, HTML lists are the fundamental elements for structuring and presenting the information on web pages. So these lists allow us to organize data into ordered or unordered sequences. So the majority of two types of list is ordered and the other one is unordered list. Okay, so these allow us to organize the data either into an ordered list or into the unordered sequences and define terms with their corresponding descriptions. So these lists are essential for creating a well-structured, readable and visually appealing content. So this list consists, as I told you, it consists of three types of lists. One is ordered list and the other one is unordered list. And the next one is definition list. Okay. So let us see one by one. Let us take ordered list first. This ordered list are used when you want to present items in a specific sequence or in order, and each item is assigned a number or letter or another marker. And these lists are commonly used for procedures, steps or rankings. Say for example, in this ordered list, everything comes into an order. It can be either a numbered list or it can be an alphabetical. Even in alphabetical, it shows some order, right? So alphabetic. It can be both lowercase and uppercase. Okay. Or it can be a Roman letter order, or it can be small Roman, in some reverse order, or in anything. Okay, so this is what is ordered list. So it specifically tells us that every item is assigned with some letters or some numbers or some other markers. That is why this is commonly used for the procedures. When we follow some procedures one after the other procedure, or to follow some steps or to rank something, we use this ordered lists. Okay, fine. Okay, so ordered list, we'll see an example so that you can easily understand how this ordered list work. And next what we have is unordered list. So unordered list, in this type of list what we have is there'll be no specific order or sequence. That is, will not be using any numbers or will not be using any alphabets or Romans or small Romans or reverse or anything, where it is used when there is no specific order or no sequence is followed. In such ways, we use this unordered list. Each item is typically preceded by a bulletin points. It does not follow any procedure. It does not follow any steps. So it precedes only by a bullet point or another marker. Unordered lists are ideal for presenting a sets of related items. So here we use as bullets or discs or circles or some other markers, whatever names we know. Okay, so these are mentioned to be as unordered lists. Okay, so everything starts. So when we go deeper inside the programming, we will come to know how exactly this has to be marked. So when we write it as a code, we use a tag called as OL tag for ordered list, which specifies ordered list, and we use UL tag for unordered list. So as I told you already, in HTML, all tags that has been opened has to be closed. Okay, so here also the ordered list starts with OL tag, and each items inside this tag. Say for example, I have multiple items that has to be numbered. Each item should be tagged as Li. So this is the list. Under ordered list, I have certain list. So whatever tag is opened, all those tags has to be obviously closed. So I am closing the list and I am closing the unordered list too. So the same procedure I follow for the unordered list. So I have a tag called UL which mentions me as unordered list, and I'm going to represent it in the list form. So I'm going to prepare a list and then I'm going to close the list, finally closing the OL. I'm sorry, UL. Okay. So this is how we do it. So the list of items will be marked with, so here the list of items will be marked with bullets or black circles, or this is by default they mark it with bullets, and here by default they mark it with numbers. Okay, this is all about unordered list. And then what we have is definition list, or which is called as a description lists. So it also supports the description. So description list is a list of terms with a description. Each gives a specific description. Okay. So every items or every terms with a description of each term denotes. So that is why it is called as a description list. So description lists are used when you need to define terms and provide corresponding descriptions. Each term is defined using, here we use with the angle brackets, we use the tag DT. DT term tag, and its description is provided with another tag called as DD. Okay, these are the two tags that we use under description tags or the definition tags. Okay, so description tags are often used for glossaries or for the dictionaries or something like that. In that cases, we use this description tags. Fine. So to start up with the this definition list, we initially start with DL, which is called as definition list, as how we define UL, OL, that is ordered and unordered. We have DL, which defines the definition list. All entries go within this DL tags, that is the opening and closing tag, and each entry with which usually consists of one DT and one DD element. Okay, so we'll see what is this DT. It is nothing but the title of the term being defined here. And see, you may have a term with no definition or multiple definition terms with the same definition. Okay, in that cases we use this. So it is actually a title of the term being defined, and this is what is called as definition description. Okay, so here the definition of a term is given. You have multiple definitions for a single term. So in that cases we give here the data inside this. Okay, so that is what is this definition. Normally this lists plays a major role where it can be, it is an addition to their structural benefits. So lists can be styled using these various lists that's available in HTML. It controls the appearances, such as changing the bullet points, numberings or indentations or all those things. It enables the web developers and designers to customize the look and feel of list to match the overall design of a web page. Overall, these lists are the vital tool for creating organized and well-structured content on a web page, which enhance the readability and user experience. So these act as a fundamental element in HTML for conveying the information more effectively. So let's see the example for each and every list. So let us start up with the ordered list first. So as I told you, the tags that I've mentioned here is OL is an ordered list, and inside ordered list we use a list item. For that I use LI. Alright, so LI specifies the number of list items that I'm going to list it inside, and the default thing is numbers, and here in unordered list the default is bullets. Okay, so So there exists a question that how or when can I use this alphabetic or Roman or the discs or circles. So I have another option of using this where I am going to mention attribute inside my OL tag specifying as TYPE, that is my type is equal to, I'm going to mention my values here as whether it has to, list has to be in numbered or whether list has to be in a Roman format. So when I give it in such a way, whatever list that I'm going to create here is going to be in a Roman format. So let's look or dive inside to the example so that it can be easily understandable. Initially, let me tell you a simple example for an ordered list. Under HTML, I give under the structure, I'm going to write my HTML tag where I open my title. Okay, I'm just specifying only the example code here. So I'll just give it as like this. So I've opened my ordered list. Under ordered list, I have given certain list to be specified. My first list is first item, second item and third item. And I've just closed my OL, that is ordered list. So whatever list I've opened, that also I've closed and my ordered list also has been closed here. Finally, I'm going to close my body tag and then so a head has to be closed here or this has to be removed. Okay, fine. So since it is an example, I'm not using the structure here. So the HTML has been closed. So it's a sample example where I'm just going to save and I'm going to view this in the browser. So what will be my output? As I told you, the default way of this appearance is that it shows only in the numbered format. So our OL, that is the ordered list, as a default, it shows in the numbered format. So let me save my document. Sample 2 list.html. Fine. Let me open sample 2. Okay. So this is how my list appears. So this is in some order 1, 2, 3. Okay, I have not specified the type, I have not specified any attributes there, but as a default, it shows me the list in the ordered format. Let me give you another example and a formatted example. Okay, check out here. This is another example for ordered list. I've given the title as ordered list tag. And here if you see, I've given, there is a new tag here. Which I'm going to specify here, which is used as a styling element in the HTML. So this is nothing but HR, which is called as a horizontal rule, where it is used to mark a line. Okay. So here it comes. So I've written H3 ordered list heading, and under heading there should be a marked red line, and after that I have given a header. Mentioning as numbered list. So this shows the numbered lists. Okay, so this is another heading, and inside this heading I have another I have opened my ordered list, and under ordered list I have given certain list here which specifies apple, banana, lemon and orange, and I'm closing my ordered list. And again, this is an example for numbered list. Again, I'm showing an example for uppercase letter list. So here, this is not by default. So I have to mention with attribute that the method to mention it with attribute is ordered list type equal to capital A. Since I'm going to show an example for uppercase, I have given here capital A, and then I've proceeded with the list. So this will be mentioned in number. To specify in the uppercase, I have mentioned here. So this is under numbers and this is number under characters, that is uppercase. And here I have mentioned the attribute to be in a lowercase letters. So here it starts with lowercase a, b, c, d. And again I started with this is an example for Roman number list. So for the Roman number list, the type that I have given is Roman letter. And this is Roman numbers list in small Romans. So I've mentioned the Roman here. And next is the reversed list, where this reversed list is, say for example, if I wanted to start from, I've given the type equal to 1. It gives something in the reverse order. Okay, if I'm giving it, say for example, if I'm giving 20 or something, it gives in the reverse order. And the next example is to start with the list to start with the value, that is my numbers does not want to start from 1, rather it has to start from 50, or rather it has to start from 100. So I'm mentioning the value here to start up with the number 50. So it will be starting from 50 coffee, 51 tea, 52 milk. Okay, and the list with the start value and Roman type. So the type also I have mentioned, as well as it is going to start from 50. So this example will give the output as in the Roman letters it starts from 50. So let me save this program and will browse and view it in the browser. Okay, so I'm just saving my file in my HTML folder. I'm giving my file name as ordered list.html. Let me open my file, ordered list. Wow. See, this is the horizontal rule where we have used HR to display this horizontal rule. Okay, so this is a font that I have given in the header. Okay, and the first example is for numbered, which by default we have this numbered list, and uppercase list I have mentioned A, and lowercase list I have mentioned the small a, and Roman numbers is this, and Roman number list, small Roman number list is this, and reverse list, since I have given 1, it shows me in the reverse order. That's it. So start value is from 50, and here I have mentioned the start value as well as with the Roman type. So it shows me from the 50 Roman type. So this is all about an example of ordered list. Hope you all understood how you have to work on with ordered list. I'll just show you the coding again. Okay, so this is all about the ordered list. Okay, so now let's start up with the next type of list, which is called as unordered list. So I'll show you an example how unordered list works and how we use the attributes. As how we did for ordered list, the same procedure I have followed for unordered list. So I have changed the title to unordered list, and I have also given the header as unordered list, which has to be in the center, and an horizontal rule which has to be in red. And here I have mentioned an example for disk bullet lists. Okay, so initially it starts with disks. Okay, so here the type that I have mentioned is disk, and under this I have listed it out. So here the tag that I have used is not OL, it is UL, because OL specifies ordered list and UL specified unordered list. Under unordered list, so my list starts from here and it ends here. Until this, it has to tell me, or it has to give me only under this disk option. So next example is circle bullets list. So here I'll show you in the browser how all this list will be defined, or this list will be appearing. Okay, so under UL I have mentioned the attribute type as circle, and I have closed my UL after listing all these things. So all this will be mentioned with a circle. Okay, so this list also has been closed, and again I have given an example for square bullet lists, and for square bullet list my type is equal to square. By default it shows the bullets. Okay, so here I've closed my body tag and the HTML. And finally, I'm going to save my HTML. Save my program as unordered list.html under my HTML folder. So let me show my program here. This is my unordered list program. Okay. So this is what is disk bullets, this is what is circle bullets, and this is what is my square bullets. So this all comes under unordered list. Okay. So that is an example for this is an example for ordered list, and this is an example for unordered list. So here it follows some sequence, or it follows some procedures, or it follows some steps, whereas here we don't have any procedures or steps. We follow this unordered list. So we have seen two types of list. One is ordered list and the other one is unordered list. So let's dive deeper inside another list called as definition list. So this is an example for the definition list. As I've mentioned to you already, this definition list, we start up with a DL. Okay. And this defines the start of the definition list, and DT is used for each term in the list, and DD provides a corresponding definition or description for each item, okay, or each term. So when rendered in a web browser, the above code will produce a glossary like output. Okay, so that is what I have mentioned it here. So under DT, each term in the list will be described. So let me show you in the browser. So I'll save this as definition. There should not be any space in between, whereas you can use underscore instead. So where is my definition list? Here it goes. Can you see? So it shows something like a glossary where HTML, it gives the definition here. I mean, this I have mentioned in DT. It is used for each term in the list. And then this shows me the corresponding definition for HTML and corresponding definition for CSS, corresponding definition for JavaScript. Okay, so this is how it appears. So this is an example for ordered list, and this is an example for unordered list. Wherever you have to use unordered list, you can use this, and this is an example for definition list. So this definition lists are commonly used for creating glossaries, dictionaries, or any situation where you need to pair terms with their explanations or descriptions. Okay, so this is all about the HTML lists. Thank you.